Hello everybody, I'm Kamar Thapa, an aspiring data analyst. I'm here to present my another project which is done completely in Excel. This is a personal finance tracker dashboard or personal finance tracker Excel sheet. Excel sheet. This year I wanted to be more considerate about my spending and my income and wanted to track all my income and expenditure. So in this video I'll be talking or telling about different components of my dashboard and explaining you guys if you want to use it, the how to use it without breaking the components tables and everything. And the base version or the Excel sheet without any data will be in my GitHub Repo. If you want to use it, please check it out, and you can use it for your personal finance awareness and join this year in the pathway of personal finance awareness. So let's start with the dashboard here. On the left side over here, it shows us the total net worth of the person. It combines all the savings, stock, and all the asset you have, and the available balance you have over here, and it will show you how much money you have like you can play around with. And I have like three Excel sheet over here, and these are all clickable links, so you can just click here and go to the next uh, the next sheet and play around with it. I'll explaining about this all in a moment. And this here is a slicer. This one is sourced for a specific month, so January, February, March, and April. I'll be talking more about in a bit. So let's first talk about the data. Here I have just added a filler data set from my previous year, and this is for just experiment purposes, and I have added different months and everything. So yeah, I just want to experiment if everything is working correctly or not. In these two columns, the main and category type, I have used the data validation for income and expenditure. And for the category, I have divided my spending or my income in like six different categories: food, miscellaneous, pay, shopping, travel, and utilities. And like to be and this the only the food category is like ambiguous, so I just want added a subcategory which will tell you more about in food, what like in food, like coffee teams, for food, Uber Eats and those kind of stuff. So, and for the amount, for the transaction you have done for expenditure will be shown in the red, and if it is in minus because the money is going out from your account, and if the money is coming in, it will be like, so I haven't added any conditional formatting. If you want, you can just add it over here. And this is the date where the transaction has been taken. And the notes, so you can add, like think about this as like, if I want to add more details which you can't add in the subcategory. So if you go for Uber Eats, and if you are ordering the Uber Eats with some other person, like you want to split the bill, you can just add like splitting the bill with X person, right? So you can use it like notes like that. I haven't added any notes over here. So if you go to income and expenditure table, it will show me all the income and expenditure I have done for January, like for February, for March, for April, or something like that. So if I go to January, I have added conditional formatting over here mm, because this is for specific income and expenses, so I want to see more in detail, like I want to see it visually, so I've just added the conditional formatting for amount and main type. So another thing we have added is here for the category, there's like different six categories, and finding each of them readily will be like a bit difficult. So I have just added one another conditional formatting for food. If I click there, it will highlight the different food section over here. If I go to miscellaneous over here, it will highlight that again. Here you can see we don't have any for travel. So if I go and click for travel, it will not show any conditional formatting. So, and the next will be the asset and goal. This is also the filler data. Like I have written here, every month I will be saving at least $1,000, and at the end of the month I'm planning to save like $1,300, $13,000. So you can add like different notes or like tips and tricks over here, like how, like if you have some money coming in from your business, or like some money you have borrowed, like lend it to some friends or something like that. You can just add a note like not to forget about this. And here also the same thing, like $100 each on both stock and crypto account. And I have like 140 and $60 for like stock and crypto. And you can also add notes like which stock you want to want to invest in, or like which crypto you want to invest in, how much money you want to invest in that stock, and like why you are in why you want to invest in that stock, something like that. So yeah, this might be helpful in that. And let's go to the dashboard section. Here I have like here, let's go to the main section. I have like two accounts, one for Mastercard and one for Amex card. So in that both card I have like $210 remaining available balance, so I can play around with that. The income right now is only one source of income for me, so I have just for my pay, and it shows like how much pay I got in for January. And if I go here, the data is just copied and pasted for the testing purposes, so it will not change that much. So if I go to March, it will say like $500, and like that. And for saving goal, you can see like from the progress, this is a progress bar for like end of the year. I, I have like made a arbitrary um, target of $13,000 right now, 2,100. If I go to February, the progress bar increases, and if I go to Mars, it will increase again. Like it will increase according to your amount like which you have right now. And as I click in different slicer for the January and February or March, like different slicer, you notice like doesn't change this to line chart, because the insight provided by line chart for if we do for only 1 month is not that great. It will just show us a single dot. So it is not insightful, so I haven't made this one dynamic. But here again we can see the income expenses you have, and according to that calculation it will show us like how much available balance we have in our account. And this section over here in the bottom shows us like spending for like different categories: food and miscellaneous, shopping, travel, and utilities. Over here on this corner, it will show us the asset we have, savings, stock, and the crypto. I have just shown in the asset over here. It is showing in the card form. If you have another different asset, just copy and paste this card in like in another, and just format it a little bit, and you can add another asset over here. And the last one is this calendar view over here. You can see like if you have spent some money, or if you have got some money from your income, from your pay or something like that, it will show us in it will not show in a gray form, but it will highlight and show us all the different subcategories and subcategories in this nicely formatted form. Like for I have spent some money for coffee in Teams. It will show a negative sign and $1.99. I tried to make it like in red color if you have a negative sign, but I think right now the Excel isn't able to, like Excel doesn't have that feature currently, so I haven't done that in this calendar view. But there is minus sign like in January 27 salary is in positive because the money came in into my account. So yeah, this is a basic overview of my dashboard. Like in this tab you can see for the pivot table calculation. This is for calendar calculation and those kind of stuff. So let me just, if you want to use it here, like you make your own personal dashboard, yeah, I have another set for you. And this here has like doesn't have any data like previously I have shown. I have tested and everything is working fine. And this is the dashboard you currently see here. And it will show like reference error, or like there is no any data, so any value and this kind of stuff. So if you want to add the data here, like you have to be very careful about two things. Like first, you can't hit a tab and go to the next line, because it will break the formula for this column over here, for the income and expense column. So it is like recommended that you just go to the new column, just add GAN, expenditure, utilities, phone bill, minus 60 01 24, and bill. So what this will do is, like, if you go to income and expenditure tab and just do this, like try to refresh the table, it will like update it. Here I haven't added any conditional formatting, but you can do it now. This one I have shown you before. Like, you can just click here and show like different highlight different categories, if you subcategories if you want. And another thing is like, if you want, if you have mistakenly added this data over here, don't just like go and delete. It will like break the table, the formula over here. You can just edit the data if you want, but you can't delete it. And if you have like another blank something like that, and if you want to just delete it, you can just come over here and pull this tab and just go up and do the format painter, and it will like go back into normal mode. And another thing, about like how you can accurately show your available balance here. So we are using a slicer which slice the data over here, right? So if you have a available balance of like $600 at the end of January, if you do a slicer, if you do first January, it will show 600 at the end of the month. But when you go to February, it will not have that data for January. The slicer will only take for the February data. So if you want the data to be like accurate for the available balance and your net worth, just put the data in this February, like income and like pay, and like you can tell last balance from, or like just the short form. You can add more detail in the notes, or like January Jan end balance, and like for $600. And yeah, just for that. And you can, another one thing is like, for it will, if you save the Excel sheet, it will have no effect. To make the effect, the pivot table, all and everything will should be like updated. For that, you need to like refresh all. You just have to click the refresh all, and it will hopefully show the difference, like different chart like chart different data over here, like 600 and like something like that. It will show that. And the chart is also changed here. It goes up to 600, and like that. And if you go to like January, it will be like $60 expenses. You have like a valuable balance of negative 60. And here also utilities will be 60, like, yeah. And here also, like, it will add the on 24/7, like phone bill for $60. You just have to go and hit the refresh all tab over here. Yeah. Thank you for being with me for this long. Yeah, hopefully you will be more aware of spending and everything. Achieve every goal we have set up in here. And yeah, thank you so much for being with me here. Thank you.